Hello, welcome back to the pod. Obviously there's many faces here today, but we're gonna introduce ourselves. I'm Johnny.
My name is Max.
I'm Sunny.
It's Ollie.
And thanks for coming back and watching the pod, cause we're just full of a lot of tea, so
Girl.
We ain't gonna talk about tea.
We got shit to say.
Do you want to talk about tea? Just kidding.
Maybe not, just kidding. I mean, I do want to talk about tea, but maybe not on this episode. But obviously, there is a new face with us today. Her name is Sunny. Talk about yourself a little bigger.
Well, I am Sunny, and these are my friends.
That sounds familiar.
Wow.
Oh, what else do you want? I have a
I guess
son.
let's start with how we know each other.
Okay.
With Sun.
You used to go first.
This one's a little bit of an oddball. How do we...
So during the straight era.
You're right before...
Wait. Cut. Just kidding. Cut.
We might have to cut there.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's pretty
Yeah, so damn. Somebody go. Let's go.
I think yours is funny.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I'm just kidding.
back during my straight era, exploring whatever.
I can't take this serious.
Anyways, we met in junior high.
Long story short, we were friends in junior high, and then we weren't friends in the junior high. And then we started being friends again in high school, and we weren't friends again in high school, and then we were friends again in college.
This is something very toxic.
Long story short, that's how we became friends. And we're gonna keep it there. Okay, how do you know that?
Okay, I know Max through... Where was this? It was like middle school. No. When you were... Bleep boop. Oh, period. We were in the same house in middle school, and we had some classes together, and...
Oh my gosh, yes!
And... Yeah.
So it was 7D, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
And
7D.
you were like...
yes.
Date...
I was
You were
dating.
dating.
Crazy. Oh my gosh, straight era.
And
Wait,
I was
you
the
guys were dating?
messenger.
He was dating someone.
Yeah, I
He
was
was
the same
dating
one.
somebody.
She was my messenger with letters.
I was
Oh
the
my
one
God.
that sending
Yeah, but
letters
also,
between them.
weren't we in band together?
For like 2 seconds.
No, girl.
I used to play
Because I played
but,
flute too, but she played flute.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, I guess we know each other from there. Dang, girl, that goes way back. I did not remember that. That's crazy. But period, that's how we met.
And last but not least,
How did we meet?
Yeah.
And we met. And well, we passed it. But just kidding.
And you'll find out in the
Ollie,
next
I feel like
podcast.
I knew her way back
Yeah.
because our sisters were besties in high school. And
Yeah, I did not know this girl at all. I swear I don't remember seeing her. And then one day she was feeling ballsy.
I knew of her because she was my sister's friend. And then one day in middle school, I saw her in the hall, and I was like, I walked up to her. And I was like, "Are you Shane's sister?" And then what'd you say?
I think I just said yes. And then she walked away.
She walked
away.
class. I was a
Just to make her presence known.
Yep.
But
And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. We're friends now.
well, this is Sunny, and thanks for coming on the pod, girl. I know we just recorded one not too long ago, but
She was gonna flake, but
she was gonna play, but she's not on this pod. So
Yeah.
thanks for coming on the pod. And today we're just gonna be talking about some goals and
our
what was that?
personal growth.
Our personal growth.
Okay, guys, the question to be answered is how has your upbringing affected your own personal growth? Who is willing to answer first?
That's a really good question.
Really good.
It definitely was hard growing up, being part of the LGBT community. I guess I was always bullied. I guess I'm just gonna use that word. I guess I was always bullied growing up because I have a feminine voice or demeanor, and it just kind of pushed me to the point where like I finally came out clean back when I was in 10th grade, and it definitely hurt that I didn't feel pressured, but I just felt the need to let people know because I was just tired of feeling like I owed people an explanation. And so with that and being a teenager, it definitely shaped who I am today, because I think if I haven't gone through that personally, it would have affected me a lot. And so knowing that I have family and friends, definitely friend support at that time, now family as well, it was very challenging to go through that alone, because at the end of the day, that's you figuring out who you are. And it definitely was hard for me to understand that I'm different and it's okay to be different, but at the end of the day, I'm the only one that can push myself to do better and to actually live life to the fullest. So now I'm just living life, exploring everything, and making new goals in life. So, that's it.
Period. No, that's good though to actually lean back on your family and friends though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of like mine, where like my personal upbringing with my mom being a single mother, I've always had to like be independent. Like my siblings have always been independent, like my sister, my brother. So then I've just learned to just chase my own dreams. Like my mom always tells me like just focus on yourself. Like
Yeah.
because she's a single mother, I've always been told to like just do you, like just focus on yourself, don't care what anybody thinks. But it's kind of like it's a different, I feel like her mindset is a bit different of it, where like you should just focus on yourself only and like be what's the word, like selfish.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm not selfish like that, but I know how to be independent. So my upbringing with my own personal like growth and goals, she's just taught me to just do it all by yourself, even though like, that could be scary. But I'm very grateful that I have my friends as my backbone that's helped shape my own journey now. So yeah.
Period.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of us,
Mm-hmm.
and a big reason why we're all such close friends is I feel like a lot of us kind of more so relied on our friendships because
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
our families were like never as close as other people's.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
because we lacked in our family
Yeah.
life or emotionally,
Mhm.
we trauma bonded in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely trauma bonded.
But yeah, I feel like my family's not terrible, but we definitely aren't like that close, and I don't share a lot of things with them. I think we've gotten closer-ish over the years, and after we've like separated, I feel like some people just need a little bit of space to love each other a little
like,
more.
and love each other more, like the distance.
But yeah, but like I feel like my relationship with my family was never as good as like some other people's, and so I always like
Envied? Or
no, I always went back on my friends because they kind of felt like a family to me, and they were always there, and they're always like people I could go to about anything. So yeah, I think a lot of us kind of related to that, and that's why we're such close friends now. And I think we're all really influenced by each other.
Like we push each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As friendship.
Like we're all so different, but we're all so much alike too in the way we think and the way we like approach things.
I think everyone brings something to
The
table, and we all
We're like
are
different
able.
fonts.
And we all contribute to what we call love and happiness, and like just knowing that we're like, I think we're all in different stages of life right now where even though we're all so busy for each other, I feel like we still come and like just reconnect that bond even when it feels distant. It's distant.
Wait, what about you, Sunny? How's your upbringing affected like your own personal
I feel like
growth?
my upbringing has definitely affected who I am today, and it still is. Long story short, like my parents, I feel like any immigrant individual would know, like your parents, they just work to survive. So it's like I didn't see a lot, or like I didn't create a bond with them because they're always so busy working. So like 15-year-old me took it as something different than that, like as today. Like now today I understand that they were working hard for me to like put food on the table. But back then I was like, it was very upsetting. Like it felt very cold, like I didn't have a relationship with them. In addition to that, like with them being gone so much, my siblings were stepping up being my parents. And you know, like kids, raising kids is just like very complicated, and like with all that trauma and whatever, it led me to be very hyper independent. And like with that now, like I'm now like deconstructing my trauma. I'm like, oh, maybe like I can take a step back and like stop being so independent. Like I have all my family here that they do, like I understand now that they love me, and like I have this family bond with like now I can rely on like this community that I created. I don't know.
Period.
It's very complicated, and like I'm still working through shit, but like
Period.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of us are like at our grown age, just finally like seeing all the things our parents did and all the traumas we had with that, and like we're kind of seeing like from a different perspective on that. Like I feel like as kids we didn't really understand it. It just felt, like you said, cold. And sometimes
or like neglect. Like your own
I feel
family
like it was
neglect.
just easier to resent.
Yeah. And
that.
like even though I feel like my parents were there, but they did work a lot. But I feel like and the things they made us do, like gardening.
Just constantly
Just like
yes,
like you, like as kids, like I feel like we had to help a lot all the time. And like as kids, of course you're just like tired of it, like you don't want to do it, and you don't understand why they're making you do that stuff. But now that we're grown and we can understand more why they needed that help, or like why we were always forced to do things, that kind of stuff, you understand it a little bit more. You can empathize with them more, and you can forgive them for the things that you were upset at them for back then. But yeah.
Life gives you tangerine.
These two I've seen. Life gives you tangerine.
Girl, I am so scared to watch it.
I will eventually watch it.
Yeah.
I want to watch it, but I feel like I would just cry every episode because I'm such a baby.
You might.
But
Yeah.
no, I definitely agree with that, because I think obviously like our parents are human. They are just learning as they're going to, and they obviously don't know what's right and wrong, so they're just gonna do whatever feels right. And with especially them growing up in a different country and then coming here and having to survive, I think they just kind of just threw whatever instinct they knew, and like obviously like their parents made them work when they were young too, so I think their mindset has just been always like, we need to make sure we'll survive, but obviously we have different opportunities here in America.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm gonna cut that out. But like obviously there's more opportunities here in America, and even though like there's opportunities, they still feel the need to be on survival mode. And so that's definitely something where I feel like I need to understand that that's just how they are, and that it's okay, and forgiveness should always be given at the end of the day, because they're also just trying to live too. So
Yeah, and I think understanding all of that, like now, makes me want to be like someone that can provide for them, someone that can like give them the future they weren't able to give themselves. And so like even though I was the youngest, like I feel like I was a little more spoiled, but now that I'm growing up to be my own person, like I feel like I have to relearn how to like be self-sufficient and how to do things in the world, like just general things. Because I always had like siblings that can help me out with that stuff, but now I'm trying to learn to be more independent so that I can try to like provide for my mom, and give her the life that she wasn't able to give herself.
No, I felt that on different. I felt that to the core, girl. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think that's like the thing that shapes my life the most is like just being able to like learn what they went through and like see from a different perspective as I'm growing up. That helps me a lot to focus my goal a little more on like what I'm doing in life and what I want to actually achieve, which is being able to provide for my family.
This kind of leads to like deconstructing like the survival mode or whatever. Because we were talking about our parents, I was like thinking about like my mom, how she raised me as a single mother, but I need to remember that it's her first time living too. So in a way, our conversation's kind of leading into like the healing parts of like us moving into like adulthood and how like our personal journeys is making us more like successful in our way. Yeah.
No, and I think going back to where like Ali was saying with like our parents working so hard and that I'm not saying that we feel obligated, but more of just like we see how hard they've worked and they deserve to live a life where they don't feel like they need to work. But obviously they always feel like they need to work even though they don't need to work. So it's like it's hard to tell them to take a break because they have a hard time to take a break because that's all they ever done. Like they have a hard time readjusting to not do anything. Like during winter, like my parents have a hard time just staying at home. Like they feel the need, they need to do something like farming.
They can't be standing, they can't just be doing nothing.
Like I always want to tell my mom to stop gardening and stop doing things, but I know that she like would not know what to do with her life if she didn't have that. So I'm just like, okay, fine. Like, if that's your will to live, fine.
Just bring me back some veggies. I don't know. Just kidding.
Literally.
But no, and it makes me sad that sometimes like I feel like I'm not making my parents proud, and so like I also have to remember that I'm also learning to live life, and I'm also learning to live a life where I never had like what is it like a guidance. Like I never obviously like our parents are like immigrants and they've never lived in America, so they don't know the American lifestyle, and like obviously like we're more Americanized.
I guess this kind of like leads into the topic of what would you give to your what kind of words of wisdom would you give to your younger self, like your bitter self, where you're like that. Like for example, for me, I think back then I always felt like I was so lonely because of like my family and me just like chasing my own like dreams and like my own like theater or choir, going to like my own rehearsals and stuff. I think what I would tell my younger self is that it does get better. Like it does get better into your adulthood, and sometimes that hurt, let it sit, but at the end of the day, in the future, good days do come.
I feel like what I would tell my younger self is that it's okay to be different, because obviously like there's a lot of things that I feel like I have differences with than other people, like, you know, my sexuality and like not graduating college. Like I felt like I always compared myself to people, and I felt like I had moments where I just wish I wasn't who I am, and like it was definitely hard growing up, and so I definitely would just tell myself to remember that it's okay to be different and that you're just living life as an individual. Period.
Yes, you ate that one.
What would I tell my younger self? I feel like if I had advice to give her, it would just be like, you'll get through it. And like, you know, future me worked hard and like we worked hard together. we've done a lot and like we've achieved so much, so hang in there.
Period.
And like not only that, just like be more forgiving. It's not all about you, you know?
Yeah.
Like you gotta look at everyone else and like what they're suffering
Yeah.
to, like my parents and all that. So yeah, I feel like now looking at it, I definitely understand. Like, girl, it's not just about you.
Yeah.
It's okay. You are valid to feel the way as you felt.
Yeah. You.
I would tell my younger self to stop being such a little bit. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
Purr.
Just kidding.
No.
No, I feel like I feel like my younger self always like listened to the words around her, and like I always based my value about the ways people thought about me. And honestly, still I kind of still struggle with this. So I feel like I would tell my younger self to just stand up and just
Purr.
be the person you want to be unapologetically. Don't listen to the way other people perceive you, because I feel like that's a lot what holds me back too, or what held me back, because I always felt like I wasn't good enough, or like I had things that I always needed to work on, because I always listened to other people. So stand up and be more confident is what I would tell my younger self.
Period. Y'all give Valerie reasons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we definitely talked about in the feelings.
Unpacked a lot.
Really
Unpacked a lot of things, and honestly, I feel like we never really talk about it, like openly like this
Mm-hmm.
Not
to the
anymore.
public.
Yeah.
To the public. So you're getting the vulnerable side of
Yes.
us, and thank you for listening. What are some goals you have for your, or what are some things you would want to see yourself in the next like 5 years?
Ooh, period.
I guess I will go first.
Okay.
So I want a boyfriend. Just
Period.
I'm just kidding.
You're not kidding.
No, you're not.
I mean, I do want a boyfriend,
Yeah.
but I think I definitely just want to see myself be more stable. Like after this year, I definitely want to find myself to be more stable, as in like finding a place to stay for a couple of years or two, finding out like a job that I'm able to stay at for like the next like maybe 5-10 years, because I definitely do want to grow with like a company, but it's not gonna be here. And I think I just want to see myself be more financially stable and just travel more, because I'm tired of this little town that I'm in. So yeah, where do you guys see yourselves in the next 5
Giving
years?
job interview.
Ew.
All right, let me know.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Let's see here.
Who's
I'll go
next?
next. Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? I think for me, I take so many side quests. So it's kind of like I don't have long range goals. I mean, obviously I have my own like personal long range goals. Like obviously I want a future car or something like stuff like that. But I'm more of a side quest person where I know my goal is like I want to become like among artists like within like the main media, because I'm gonna serve face, body, eventually body, period. I'm gonna serve everything else, kidding. But just stuff like that where like I do want to make a difference in that way, but at the end of the day I know that I have to take the side quest to get to my mission or to get through my mission. So in the next 5 years I just want to focus more on like my hobbies turn into, even though I'm working on my dream now technically, I mean I'm like a signed artist and stuff, but I want to move into a bigger space and like make space, or what's the word for that, but that. And then also where else, I do want a future man. I feel like the dating pool you guys has been fucking trash. Like sorry, my voice is kind of gone, but like no, the dating pool is just like trash, but I want someone who's like actually just emotionally invested. So that's
Period.
what I'm looking for in my 5 year.
I don't think
frame.
he's a Wisconsin girl.
No,
I don't
girl.
think so.
I think
I've been wanting to go to
Different
Cali and
state.
shit. Like I'm
I think you need to go to a different state.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of a 5 year plan. Taking the side quest.
Period.
Okay, period.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like I'm like less of an emotional person, more of like a logical. But my goals are boring, yo.
But that's your
Say it.
own
Like,
mind.
it's been the same.
Did you not
Like,
just hear mine, girl?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I found financial stability, so like I want to pay for all of girl.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I want to pay for
Yeah,
like
no, yeah.
all my debt in
Mhm.
the next 5 years. I want to save for a house because
Okay.
renting has
Girl,
traumatized
yeah.
me. To say the
Oh
least.
my gosh.
But-
It's gonna have to be
That's
We're
Yeah.
gonna-
We're gonna
Yeah.
exploit that
Yeah.
property.
I got receipts. Just kidding.
Oh.
But so with the house, we'll probably get a house.
Mhm.
Let me think.
But they're not boring goals though. You need to.
They're just
They're
so
so
like.
realistic, and
they're
I wish I was
just-
at those
they're
realistic
realistic.
goals because I'm not even close to that yet.
But
Yeah.
I also like, I've been for the first couple like actual adult years, I've been focusing on me. So I feel
Mhm.
like now that I'm more stable, I want to focus on my parents more, like somehow financially, like. But I haven't thought about like how yet.
Mhm.
Girl, same.
Yeah.
You'll get
Do,
there.
do we see this in the future too?
Oh, yes,
the
yes,
next
yes,
five?
yes, yes, yes.
I mean, they better be the next 5.
Oh, okay. If
You
you're
heard it
watching-
here.
Girl,
If you're
Hint, hint.
watching,
but
you know who you
Yeah.
are.
I would hope.
Yeah.
No, because
Yeah.
like, what if he did it? It's like soon.
Tomorrow.
Like, yeah. What if it was tomorrow? Would you say yes or no?
I just feel like thinking about that situation is so awkward.
And just
Like I said, I'm not emotional, so like I don't know.
Yeah. She's like, oh, what are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
yeah, definitely the next couple years.
Mhm.
Like I don't want to
Okay.
jinx anything,
Yeah.
Okay.
but girl,
Oh my god!
You heard it here.
That's kidding.
A couple more years.
See, so you
I
said
said
that.
that.
That's
You
not
got
even boring.
5 years.
I said that to my mom today. She's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, really?
3? Like that's too much. Not too
Yeah.
much. I'm like,
She actually wanted you married last year.
like,
Real.
5 years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Hey, but those are boring goals.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
do
those are
that.
so cute.
Those are like such
Those
beautiful
are,
goals.
Like, I could see it.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rich
Period.
man. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
where are we
me, I feel like I don't think that far ahead usually either because goals are hard for me. But I would say one thing is probably to be more involved in the dance community.
Yeah.
I feel like I used to be really into dance and
Uh-huh.
like to be part of the dance community, and then I stopped for a bit, and now I kind of want to get back into it because honestly, that's one of the biggest things that brings me joy, and I feel like that's something that I'm like decently good at. When I feel like I suck at everything else, that
Girl,
that
stop.
that helps to lift me up a little
You're
bit.
so talented.
Decently good at
This
bitch.
girl
You're
can
fucking
do
good. You're fucking
anything.
amazing.
Yeah, that's one of the things that brings me the most joy in life. So I
Yeah.
want to get back into that and like
Mhm.
be more established in that community.
In that space. Mhm.
And then I feel like I want to. This is kind of boring and typical,
Really?
but grow in my job. Like I feel like I finally found a job where I feel like I
yeah.
like it
Okay,
and it pays
yeah.
decently.
Uh-huh.
And like the people are great, the company's great, so like that's I actually want to be able to grow in that company. And then this one is a little bit of a far reach, I feel like, but I want to be able to buy my mom a house.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
And
so
the vibe.
cute.
Yeah.
Period.
Hopefully.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That's so
Wow.
nice.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But in this economy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why
Think of-
it's a bit of a far reach
Mhm.
because it's a lot to save, and
Mhm.
I'll probably need several streams of income
Mhm.
figured out in the next 5 years to be able to do
But
that.
it's possible.
But, you know, I'm just gonna put it out there so
Mhm.
that I can at least try to manifest it a little
Mhm.
bit.
Mhm.
Why buy a used house in this market when you can make a new one, girl? I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna build her a little shed.
Order one from Temu. I feel like like if we were to talk about this back in like when we were like, let's say like high school,
Yeah.
our goals would not be like this.
I probably would have said some dumb stuff like get married and have kids.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm
just
still
kidding.
down for saying that I want a boyfriend in the future.
Yeah.
No, it'd just be like, I feel like goals change each year.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously, once we achieve them, we gain more goals, or we just build off of that goal, too. So,
Sometimes it's okay to just be content
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
want to keep
Yeah.
achieving goals.
yeah, like, it's
To be
okay
honest.
to, like, live comfortably. And, like, you don't necessarily have to find goals each year. Definitely New Year's resolution does not work out for me. Though.
Yeah.
But yeah, any last topics you guys want to talk about
We got
before
20
we end the
minutes.
pod? Anybody want to let out some things or?
Don't let anything out, please. No, just kidding. Just kidding. What is the dumbest thing you guys have done that you can think of?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought of one instantly, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're not.
Okay.
Okay, somebody else.
What?
Maybe
Oh my gosh, bitch! I have the dumbest thing that happened this morning.
This morning.
What?
We went to an animal swap this morning, you guys, and what was it? I pumped my fucking gas. Oh man! I pumped my gas,
Oh my gosh.
and we went in because it was 6. It was like before 7 a.m. going to like the animal swap or whatever that we went to, and then I pumped my gas. I went in and I was like telling the cashier, I was like, it told me to come pay inside. It said C
cashier
cashier
inside or something.
inside and pay. And then the lady was, oh fuck, my voice is almost gone. But the lady was like, she kind of bitched at me. She's like, what do you mean? Do you kind of get where this is going? Because she's like, what do you mean? You already paid at the pump. So why do you need to pay here? What number is your pump? I was like, number 7. I was like, what do you mean? It's telling me to come inside and pay for my gas. And she's like, you already paid for your gas. So then I was about to bitch at her, and I was like, oh fuck, bitch, I did pay for my gas, but
Then
but guess what? The receipt the sign on the fucking gas pump probably said, see cashier for a receipt. But so fucking funny. I was like,
You know,
that was one of the
like,
dumbest things.
You probably ruined her day.
She was,
You definitely
But she was
got talked
pissed.
about.
She said, what do you mean?
Like,
no,
this
she was
stuff.
very aggressive
Yeah.
about it. But like she was just trying to understand, but at the same time I'm like, girl, you
Yeah.
don't need to like change your tone like that.
No, she just switched on me right away, and I couldn't catch on fast enough. I was like, oh duh, like obviously I wouldn't have been able to pump my gas if I didn't pay. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah,
just
it's so funny.
see cashier inside for a receipt or something.
Yeah.
7 a.m. was
But
too
imagine a
early
bitch
for
coming
you.
up to you and being like, I need to pay for my gas. Bitch, you already paid for your gas.
Yeah.
You
then
pay
she-
me.
Yeah, yeah. So then she just put out my receipt, and I was like, oh, that's one of the fucking dumbest things I did today.
Mhm.
That's the most recent one I can think of.
I can't think of anything. other
What
than
was that one? Please.
No, girl, I'm
You
not
can
gonna talk
clip-
about it
you
on the
can unclip
pod.
it.
Yeah.
I just want to hear.
We'll just say it now, and you will cut it. You'll cut it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
They're
to
not gonna
edit.
get anything from
You get
me.
to
Yeah.
edit
Yeah.
your own videos like this.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to talk about it. It's your thing.
Wait, is this
Yeah.
something
Which
we already
one?
know?
No.
Please
Say it.
No, I'm scared to talk about it. I'm so embarrassed. Okay.
Now I know
It's
it
okay.
even more.
Okay. You too.
I feel like everyone kind of knows mine.
What is
Which
it?
one? Which one?
Ooh, she's getting shyness.
Talk about it.
It happened during college, and I just finished a class.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. You said that and I'm
I
like,
just
oh.
finished a class, and then I was walking out of the building,
Oh my god.
and then I saw Johnny walking past, so my dumbass
Yeah.
wanted to record a quick video of him going, and I kept walking, and we have these staircases right down the
Oh my
the
gosh,
door.
yeah.
And so I was recording and wasn't paying attention. And so like all of a sudden I'm like freaking like tumbling, like teeter-tottling, and then like 2 seconds later I'm like down the
Lay on the
steps.
ground.
Lay on the ground. And
But you
I'm there
No,
on.
we already walked past.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm there on my fucking knees, and then I get up, and it's so fucking embarrassing because there's like so many people walking out of class to other classes, and I stand up, and they just stare at me like no one says anything. No one even laughs. I would have rather someone laughed with me, but no one did, and so I was just like, okay, let's just brush that up, and I started walking to my other class, but I'm like. No, that was terrible.
No.
I'm embarrassed and I cannot get through this next class because I'm just gonna be thinking about that. So I walk to my next class, but then by the time I decide that I'm not going to the class, I'm already in that building. I walk straight through the door to the other side of the door and walk back out, back to my house.
And no, it's the next that I saw you.
Oh yeah.
Because I was leaving class and then I saw you in the stairway.
And then when I get home, like I was wearing black ripped jeans that day, but when I get home, I look down at my knees, and they're fucking bleeding. They're fucking bleeding from my fall. Yeah, I took a video of that and sent it to these people. And we look back at the video I sent them that caused that fall, and it was like 2 seconds long.
You didn't even get Johnny.
Yeah. Girl.
I just call it my pre-fall.
Oh my
But yeah,
gosh.
that was definitely an embarrassing part of my life. And it was due to my dumbness.
Yeah, but it's like random because those people don't even know you.
Yeah,
But it's just like, oh.
It's just a random girl who fell down the stairs one day.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was.
Girl.
That was so good.
Oh, also, you guys, we all went to the same college.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We ended up following each other everywhere.
Yeah.
Disgusting. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Hey, what was that?
I'm just kidding.
I can't think of one. I was like hoping to think of one last.
Not
but I'm
even.
like,
Do we have some? That's funny. Oh!
wait.
Yeah!
Not even the.
Oh, the head shave.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I guess that's.
Oh, well, there was 2 instances
Hold
where I
the
shaved
pic.
my
You
head.
did that twice? Wait, why don't I remember
Well, I
No.
did a side shave in high school, remember?
Oh, yeah.
But I guess one is like in 3rd grade. It was in the 3rd grade. I shaved my head for a man. Girl,
Oh my
we're gonna
gosh.
bleep this out in case anyone ever tracks
Yeah.
back to it.
Okay.
But like,
What's his name?
bleep that out.
Yeah.
But
She's
like,
a puppeteer.
me and this guy, we were talking, blah blah blah. You won't know the relation to that guy, but like, he was like, "Oh, I'll shave my head if you shave your head," and I was like, "Okay." And I shaved my head as a dumb 3rd grader.
Yeah.
I was.
Well, you
10.
did it yourself.
Well, actually, I don't think I did it. I don't know who did it.
They really did it to teach you a lesson.
I shaved my head, and lo and behold, he doesn't shave his head. So I'm like, what?
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
And then,
Girl, that's a hard
Men, I
one.
tell you.
I know.
That's a
men.
hard
like,
one.
seriously. I go
Oh
to
my God.
school and I'm embarrassed because I have a bald head. She's
Yeah.
literally bald.
Yeah.
So I like put a bandana on.
Oh shit.
But that's one of my most embarrassing moments.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, period. Well,
The lesson was don't
ever
believe-
do that for a
Well,
boy.
don't
do
believe
shit
in
for
that.
a
Yeah,
boy.
don't do shit.
don't shave your head.
When you're literally just thinking about doing it next week.
Oh yeah.
I'm going, I'm getting a buzz cut.
Yeah.
I'm not going bald.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
That's what Sunny did. She got a buzz cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
damn.
She still had hair.
Some hair.
Period.
Oh,
That is a good one.
I guess I'll share mine. This was just
Oh
last
yeah.
week.
Oh yeah. That's yours.
So this happened at work. So I walked into the bathroom and I see that the water was low. So I'm like, oh, whatever. Like I just need to pee.
Wait, the
so-
water's low. Like what?
in the toilet. Like the water was low in the
Oh,
toilet. So I was
okay.
like, oh, whatever. I just need to pee. I flushed the toilet. Bitch, tell me why a fucking humongous piece of shit comes flying out.
Was it yours?
No, because I went to go pee.
No.
It came all out
It
and
flew?
it was clogged.
Oh.
That's why the water was low. I'm like, oh
That's
shit,
nasty.
that's why the water's low. So I was clogging the toilet because there was the
Girl,
in the middle of me peeing, there was someone knocking on the door. They needed to use the bathroom too.
shit.
So I'm like, fuck, I cannot leave this bathroom without unclogging.
Even though it wasn't you.
So it wasn't me. So I was unclogging it. I was trying
You better snap
bitch,
to
and
that.
literally, I'm the best at unclogging the
Oh
toilet.
shit, okay, period.
I could not unclog this toilet. I tell you, I spent 10 minutes.
The way
Yeah.
you keep
The way I gave up,
Keep
though,
moving.
dude, the way I gave up, I was like, I cannot do this. So I was just gonna walk out with shame. So I put the plunge down. I can't unclog the toilet,
Yeah.
and it was at this point the toilet was like brown water.
Ew,
with, like,
oh.
brown water with toilet paper.
Ugh.
You know, like paper mache. type
No,
thing,
no.
like, it
I
was
don't need to
getting-
envision this.
You went too far.
So I walk out. My coworker was about to go in. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
before you go in, I need to tell you.
Let me tell you something.
I told her, I'm like, I promise you, and you don't have to believe me, but I did not clog the toilet.
Yeah.
He was like, and then I was like, do you know who clogged the toilet? He was like, I don't know. I've been just trying to get in the bathroom for the past 10 minutes. And then I go, well, for the past 10 minutes, I've been trying to unclog the toilet because somebody clogged it before me. And now it looks like I did it. And I was like, now it looks like I did it. So, and this guy was like 50 years old. So he goes in and he was like, God damn it. Are you sure it was? I was like, I swear it was not
Oh my
me,
gosh.
bitch. Oh my gosh. So he literally took the plunger, fucking did it.
Girl, you and your emotions.
Yeah.
You be Minecrafting, bitch.
No, and tell me why he unclogged it in less than a minute. Bitch, I was
Bitch,
so...
it was you.
No, I literally just needed to pee.
That's
but
what he thought.
dude, I went to go talk to my mom coworker because I knew he was in that bathroom
Yeah.
before I went in there, and I was like, "Did you clog the fucking toilet, bitch?" Because
Yeah.
I walked in
Yeah.
there, went to go pee, and the fucking toilet came back up, and it looked like I did it. And he's like, "No, I don't use that bathroom." I'm like, "You're fucking lying,
Nah, he
bitch."
did it. He did
Yeah.
it.
Dude, I was so shook. I'm like, who the fuck took a fat shit in the toilet and didn't
Yeah.
flush it? But no,
It was you.
Bitch, no.
No, girl,
I was
yeah,
like, no, because I went to go tell all my coworkers, and I was like, y'all can say it's me. I don't
Oh
know.
my
I know it's not me. I know it's not me. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna find out who the fuck did it. Because, bitch, why are you leaving a clogged toilet for the next person to deal with? Oh my gosh,
Did you find out?
traumatizing. No, but every time I use that toilet, no, I flush before I use it.
You make sure.
Because I'm
Dang.
like, I don't want to make it seem like I did it.
Girl, so what you're saying, like they just shoved the poop in the...
No, like they,
Ooh,
so basically
never
they
got
clogged the
stuck.
toilet. Basically they
Oh.
clogged the toilet. And they didn't try to fix it.
Oh,
And
okay.
it just dipped.
Yeah, and then... Ooh, okay.
Because like, you know when the water is too full, it'll just slowly drain.
Yeah.
And it did that. And
Oh
so
my
I walked out, I'm like,
girl.
oh, I just need to pee, like it's fine. Bam! Shit came out. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that's
my
the recent
embarrassing
one.
story. Alrighty then. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have come to the end of the pod. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. And if you haven't, I'm gonna be coming for you. Just kidding.
I just want to say that I know the beginning of this podcast was definitely more heavy and everything,
Oh,
and I hope that you guys take it into consideration, like you know, just looking back at your own lives and like how, like your own worldview has shaped you. But I want the ending to just give you some joy and like don't take life so seriously.
Mhm.
But basically that's all. But anyways, you can find me at Max_King at TikTok, and then MaxKhang at YouTube, and then Max_KhangMusic at Instagram.
Perfect.
But yes.
No, I definitely agree with them.
Mhm.
Like we definitely did touch base on some heavy topics that we don't really talk about on the pod yet, and I'm kind of thankful that we did touch base on this topic just for those who are watching and do resonate with our conversation today. And so thank you so much for giving the option for us to share our stories for you guys. But you can follow me.
I love it. The shameless plug. Yeah.
You can follow me at Johnny X Photography on Instagram. Well, thank you so much for watching the pod. Let us know if there's any topics you guys would want on the next podcast. I don't know who's all gonna be there because I don't know when we're gonna film next. But yeah, we'll touch base on whatever topics you guys have on the comments down below. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.